It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Sacramento Kings. And Sacramento begins the game with the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Nick Young. Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go.
The game is so different, and today's NBA is quicker and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Hornets grab it.
Now push it. Let's attack and transition so we can build this lead.
4-3. They'll take that any day.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fox across the timeline. 5-point game. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Oh, good offense beating good defense.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield to Bagley. And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Hornets at the controls of this one. To Miles Bridges. Doesn't get the bounce.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Down to Cauley Stein. From the painted area, won't go down.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Young into the front court. 8-2 our score. Off the assist.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Baseline drive. And count the basket.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Miles Bridges. To Kemba Walker. For three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Into the front court, it's Fox. His team down 9. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Down low, Randolph. Short jumper won't go down. Walker fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
De'Aaron Fox, knocked loose. Hornets come up with it. And the basket good at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
A drive, but he can't get it to go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player,
stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Over to the right side. De'Aaron Fox to Nick Young. Shot clock winding down. Gets a look, can't hit. Into the front court, it's Walker. The advantage is 13 points. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Knocked loose. Hornets grab it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Buddy Hield to Bagley. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Around the perimeter to Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
In scores. Nice move, Jay.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Napier with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Wide open look, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed the foul shot. Kings with the ball. They work it to Randolph, down low. The big fella, Zach Randolph. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of the first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Napier with the basketball. His guys down big. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Pass stolen by the Hornets. To Miles Bridges. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Hornets come up with it. Going the other way. Miles Bridges. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
That's no good. Walker with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fires the 3. Not easy.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
The Kings will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. De'Aaron Fox. Won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Charlotte basketball. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the 3.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Fox with it. Looking to make something happen. Runner here. Won't go. To Miles Bridges. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Fox. Beyond the arc for three. No good. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter.
It's an hour silent auction. Have a look for place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 24, Buddy Hield.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield.
For the Charlotte Hornets. Number 5, Nicola Batum.
Trap.
1 minute left in the first quarter.
To Fox.
Screen coming. He's over.
Pulls up for two.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
I got ball. I'm hillside.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Here comes the screen.
Please give me the ball. Pick it up.
To Hield. To Hield. Lets it fly from long range. He'll force that one. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Make it tough on him.
Batum. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. So the Hornets with the lead after one at Spectrum Center. Jay and I back with more after this. It's NBA Thursday night on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Hornets right now in possession. Walker. To Batum. Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that fascinates me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance. They're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys holding the big lead. Batum to Kemba Walker. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Marvin Bagley at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Napier with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
For three. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Goes 2 for 2. To Batum. Shot from the lane won't go. He gets it in the left corner. To Nick Batum. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. 2 of 4 now.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Time to shuffle things up. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Shot from in close, no good.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Here comes the screen. Lamb matched up with Young. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
De'Aaron Fox. To Bagley. Deep left corner.
Substitutions, Charlotte. Stepping in for
Charlotte with the basketball.
number 0.
To Miles Bridges. Napier with the basketball. Down a bundle to Nick Young.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
To Fox.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Trap. Yep.
Hornets have the rebound.
Let's go. Pick him up.
To Batum.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Miles Bridges.
Come here.
Fires the three.
Good job,
He
boy.
was
Good job.
all over him.
You go. Trap this. Come on, we got it.
Knocked loose. Hornets grab it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Napier with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Hornets come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Miles Bridges to Walker from long range. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
There's the three. Nick Young disrupted. Shot or go.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
17-footer at the buzzer. Charlotte has the board. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Walker into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Here we go. We got him.
To Miles Bridges. Here's a chance from long range, trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
I got you. Hey, come on, I got yours.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Cauley Stein powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Sizing up the defense. Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Nick Young trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Beyond the arc for three. Rebounds brought down by Cauley Stein. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Young with the basketball. His guys down big. De'Aaron Fox. Finish that. To Miles Bridges. Cash is in for two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Sacramento ball. Knocked loose. De'Aaron Fox. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Got it.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
De'Aaron Fox to Nick Young. To Hield. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He'll force that one. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, and nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Hornets have the basketball. To Miles Bridges.
Pick up. Match up.
To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Walker. Going to launch beyond the arc. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
To Nick Young. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Miles Bridges. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Kemba Walker. Goes to the left side. To Walker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Fox into the front court. He'll run the offense.
I got your help here.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Kemba Walker. And the rebound pulled in by the Kings.
Oh, yeah, outlet. Let's get
Get
outlet.
back.
Spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys holding the big lead.
Keep him here.
For 3, textbook defense. Walker. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the 3rd quarter. To Randolph.
Let's go. I need help. Double.
Pass stolen by the Hornets. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good. To Nick Young. Knocked loose. Hornets grab it. To Nick Batum. Walker. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
From long range, can't go down. Smothering defense.
Got it. Good trap, good trap. Trap. Get the ball, got it.
To Randolph. From the painted area, won't go down.
Get back. There you go. Watch my
Has a look.
right here.
And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Knocked loose. Hornets come up with it. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Sacramento Kings.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Walker fires the three, trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Knocked loose. Hornets grab it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points. Randolph to Hield. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Hield. Rebound taken by the Hornets. And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. 3 for 6 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
You gotta get up on that.
To Walker. Here's a chance from long range. And Kemba Walker, high degree of difficulty, but that's where he thrives. Counted for 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Kemba Walker. And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Hornets come up with it. Layup goes down. Well done.
Used to here to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
No good. Beyond the arc for 3. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night.
The Kings have the basketball as we begin.
You know what's coming. Go get it.
Substitutions. Substitutions.
Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Bagley to Nick Young. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. That's rebounded by the Hornets. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Miles Bridges. Oh, the spin to set up the dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Bagley to Hield. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Walker with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Kings with the ball. Blocked away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Napier with the basketball. Down a bundle to Bagley. Young to Hield. Screen coming. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
To Hield. To Nick Young. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. Down low, Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein powers it through.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
4-3. Shakes free and hits.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Napier with the basketball. His guys down big. Screen coming. Young. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
2 minutes left in the
Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the position of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Walker. Miles Bridges. For 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the three. Well defended. Cauley Stein.
Get the ball, got it. Good trap, good trap. Don't let him split,
To
don't let him
Hield.
split. Double, got it. Trap, got
Here
it.
comes the
Got it.
screen.
Swing coming.
Buddy Hield. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fires the three. That's the record. His 14th three-pointer in the game.
We have a national weather warning, excessive heat on the court.
Hornets grab it. Here's a chance from long range. He just continues to knock him down from deep. That extends his NBA.
Back into you, get to the free throw line. This guy is a proven scorer. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Shabazz Napier has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Charlotte Hornets were merciless in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Charlotte Hornets, the Kings lost this game long before the final buzzer. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Charlotte Hornets. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson. The One proved again they belong in the league by securing a playoff seed after last night's victory. This is a big milestone for the rookie who delivered on high expectations in the pros after a year-long journey where he gained respect and buzz on the international street ball scene. We'll see whether or not this player can deliver on the NBA playoff stage. How far can the One go? Who knows? But we'll be watching. This is Pierce Simpson for Complex News.